All right, join me on page 549 for the Chapter 13 test review. So number 1 says the dot plot shows the number of chin-ups done by a gym class. So there's one person that did 1, 2 people that did 3, 2 people that did 4, 3 people that did 5, 2 people did 9, 1 person did 10, 3 people did 11, and 1 person did 15. Okay, for numbers 1A through 1E, choose, it should say yes or no to indicate whether the statement is correct. There are 2 peaks. Well, let's see. Looks like there's a peak here of 3 and a peak here of 3. So that's true. Yeah, there's 2 peaks. There's a peak at 11 and a peak here at 5. 3 people did 11 and 3 people did 5. There are no clusters. Well, I see a cluster here of a bunch of people grouped together and a cluster here of a bunch of people grouped together. So there are 2 clusters. This says there are no clusters. That's not true. Okay, there is a gap between 6 and 8. Well, is there anybody that did between 6 and 8? No, no people here. So yeah, that's true. The most chin-ups anyone did was 15. Yeah, there's no one that did 16, no one higher. This is the most. So yeah, that's true. And then the modes are 3, 4, and 9. Well, the modes are the most. So there's the most dots at 5 and 11, not at 3, 4, and 9. Those don't have the most. Those have 2. Those each have 2. But 5 and 11 both have 3, so they would be the modes. So that is not true. Okay, so again, on your test, you're going to have a problem similar to this. So you're going to need to know that peaks are the highest points of the data. Clusters are where you see a bunch of dots together, or a bunch of data all together. A gap is where you see no data. Okay, you see some data, and then a gap or no data, and then more data. Most is just the biggest number. And then modes are also the ones that show up the most. Okay, modes are the numbers that show up the most. So 5 showed up 3 times, 11 showed up 3 times. So those would be the modes. Okay, so you're going to need to know that for your test. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.